Okay, folks, this is a bit of an experiment. I seem to have gotten my funny bone tickled today, and I'm having difficulty untickling it. So, there's a lot of people will post things on the web, and other people will come along and make fun of them, right? Well, how about if I post me on the web, and I come along and I make fun of me while I'm at it. Let's see how that plays. Oh my God. You're not going to believe the title of this. I mean, honestly, it would make decent stand-up, I think. Except that I'm sitting down, so it'll have to be sit down. Oh well. Who wants to become real? Like you're phony or something, right? I don't know what I think that you are. Asleep. Okay, all right. But just because you're asleep, does that mean you're not real? Whatever. See what I mean? Okay, this journal is from 4/29/2010. It was the 4th of the day. And the Mayan day was 12 read. Who wants to become real? Subtitle, there are other options, wink. Plenty of them. No kidding, that's what it says there. Okay. Who out there wants to become real with me? Right now, probably nobody, but whatever. I'll amuse you anyway. Whose life isn't quite up to what you want it to be? Mine is fine now. I'm out of that space. But all of us who go before are so full of ourselves now. No, we're just here to open the gates. We're just your humble little servant folk. Don't mind us. If we cut up a bit, okay, I swear I'm not on anything. After all, we were sheeple too, and for quite a very long time. So there's nothing to brag about in this. Who would think of bragging? Oh well, this is just too much fun. So don't you just wish you were me? I traded bodies with you for a while. No, maybe not. Maybe not. It took me a long time to get this one exorcised pretty good. So, I'm good with that. So anyway, here's what I'd like to offer today. We all talk, and some of us have to do this for work all day long. Well, where are we when we're doing all this talking? How much of it is sincere and how much of it's bullshit? How much of it comes from a really deep space? Would you like it too? I know I'd like it if it did. Okay, so, oh God, let's transfer you. Let's get you out of that place in the head that you and most of the world are occupying pretty much at the time. So let's all move into heart space. You can do this, in your daily living. It's not just for meditation or contemplation. This is really laughing Buddha therapy, okay? Can I get my finger shaking up here? This is laughing Buddha therapy. That's what this is. Okay, contemplation and the like. It's very real. It will stand up to the frickin' test. What test? Okay, so how to do that? How to do what? How to do that? Start with simply gathering yourself into heart. I got too much sun yesterday. Maybe that's it. Find a way to continually be reminded to remind yourself to center down. Do it 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times a day until it becomes a nice, faithful habit and you don't have to tend to it that way anymore. Come on now, remember back when for the umpty time you were learning to walk and how challenging that was? Yeah, and do you ever think about it now? Well, not so often. Well, this too. So, like I once said, I help myself with this. Obviously, I need some help by placing little statues all around the place. No shit, I really did. And one in particular, right in a hall doorway area where I walk to and through it many times a day. I would gauge my process and progress, and I still do, by whether I would remember to stop and center down very consciously each time I passed it and paused and gave it a namaste. You do it your way. I'm just telling you mine. Oh, God. I would also carry crystals and stones around in my pockets. Yeah, right. Now, come on. I'm 50 some odd years old here, but this is true. Whose sole purpose at the time was to make me remember to center down. And since I wasn't used to carrying stones around in my pocket, every time my little hand would encounter one, I would think, well, what? And then, oh, center down. Okay. Okay. Then, too, when I was driving, I would often spend a good bit of time with a fingernail digging into my chest just over the center. Ouch! Just another pointer. Anything to help me remember where I wanted to be and at all times. As you can see, this is what you get when you do that. So, read the fine print first. No. Okay. You do it your way. I'm just telling you mine. Okay. As you can see, none of this happens until you set a very firm intent for it. See? So you're safe. Okay? You think real hard about this intent you're setting. You've got to want this very much. Be committed. They're coming to take me away. Hey, oh, hee, ha. Thus, it automatically washes out all the petty wastes and the insincere ones among us. I don't believe I wrote that. No problem, though. I'm always saying no problem. Have you noticed that? It's true, but I mean, you know. They'll be ready sometime, and it just has to be the right time for them. They'll get around to it. That's none of our business. So clearly, my will and my intent was strongly focused to do this, or rather, to be here, there, whatever. That's what you can look at to start with. What is your real will in something? You can't fake it, you know, nor can you long hide from yourself what your true desires are. I guess mine must have been forever to make a cosmic ass of myself because I'm just, you know, I'm doing a bang-up job, aren't I? Okay, your true desires will come up. You cannot force them nor even change them. They are what they are. Now, I'm talking about the true you here, not the false identity. That false identity, I'm telling you, that poor darling. That the false identity is sufficiently malleable that you can play with it and force it into any shape or condition. Yeah, that's what the Illuminati